Lunch Money Lambert, Jeff Malott. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Yeah. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Hey. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation, where we talk about fishing and competition. It's your boy Ox Pippin, aka Ox Fishing. Don't come over here tripping. Hey, hope you enjoy the show. Jeff Malott, Lunch Money Lambert, Lego. Hey, welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Hey, welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, man. You a full-on volleyball expert / volleyball dad now?
Man, I'm all the way in. I'll be out there reffing them games. 2 hits, lift. I got it all. The terminology. I'm exhausted, man. They went down there, played their butts off, did great. Capped off the season on a high note. Shout out to Kenzo and Scenic City. It was fun to watch. I can't wait till it starts back up again.
There we go, man. That's awesome. That's fun stuff. I miss those days of my kids running around, all that stuff. Yeah, good stuff, man. Hope everybody had a great Father's Day weekend. Hope you had a great Father's Day. Looks like you did, Ryan. Get to hang out with your daughter, watch her win
perfect.
Win a trophy. So there you go. Good stuff. I hope everybody had a great one there. It's been a big weekend of tournaments. We had native tournaments across the country, basically from corner to corner. We had Guntersville, then we had the Columbia River up there. We got the top finishers from both those events on tonight. It should be a good show. Talking about that, not a lot going on the page, except all the rage this week was about rulers, Ryan.
I saw that. Apparently, I missed the controversy of measuring board that has a different brand on it. I don't know. I don't know what everybody's so upset about.
I don't think there's controversy. I was trying to play like media and like fan some flames, but I don't know how much controversy there really was. I saw a few posts where people were like, "Oh, another word." But what do you think of that? Have you seen the Yakutech board in person yet? Have you get your hands on it?
I saw at the dugout we had like kind of a Shimano day down there or whatever. Steve-O had one testing out then. I mean, it looks sturdy, it looks rigid. I would compare it to the Catch X what is it? The Carbonite, the yellow one.
Okay.
It's similar in kind of reinforcement and rigidity. It's not a hog trough. It doesn't fold in half. There is actual reinforcement along the back of the thing. So I don't really see it as that big of a deal.
It's not another fish stick 2.0. We're good there.
No, it doesn't have pre-made joints you can shave down.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, it's funny. I posted a picture on the group page just kind of poking fun at how we used to do things for those that are kind of new. It used to be the Wild West out here, man. We had flimsy, fragile boards. Couldn't see the lines. It didn't matter how you held the fish.
Open mouth, closed mouth. Didn't really matter.
Yeah. Back in the day, man, it was wild. But here we are trying to be all pro and PKA with all these new boards. Yeah, it's funny that we went all metal and now we got all these. Now we're back to, I don't know if you call them plastic, but carbonate options.
Yeah, I mean, I like it that they're lighter weight. I just, you don't want to drop a metal board over the side in a tournament because it's over.
Yeah, I think I saw Brad Case post a video. That one actually, if you throw it in the water, it actually floats too, which is cool.
Yep, I haven't tested it yet, but again, I did get to lay hands on it, and that was part of the story. Was it would float.
Chris Johnson said Gambler Lures kayak tournament on Kissimmee chain this past weekend. Kissimmee. So how'd that go? Let us know in the comments. I don't know. Did Conrad show up and do any damage down there?
Ooh. Dude, I think Conrad went like full YouTube mode on some mostly saltwater stuff. It looks like.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. Hey, if you were here last week, you saw we're doing the Hobie Links entry giveaways. So we're not giving away the boat tonight, but we're drawing 3 names for entry. Last week we drew 3 names. This week we're going to draw 3 names. So make sure you get on a links giveaway. If you're on Facebook, all you have to do is like and share. If you're on YouTube, you have to like and comment. Comment under the video, not in the live stream comments, under the video. So we can go back and track it, because I can't go back and see the comments.
We're getting rolling for Hobie Worlds. Everybody's getting their baits in, their gear rigged up for those Lake St. Clair smallmouth. I cannot wait to slide across the border, hopefully, and go catch some fish.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for y'all. I can't wait to see how that goes down. We're gonna try to do a live from up there once everybody gets up there and settled in. Should be fun. If you're on Twitter, please repost or retweet if that's more familiar to you, and comment over there as well. And that's how we'll track all that stuff. So make sure you do all that. We're also getting the audio podcast involved in the Hobie Links giveaway, courtesy of Eco Fishing and Hobie. Appreciate them. All you have to do over there is comment. We'll draw a couple of those towards the end of the several weeks here before we do the drawing. So leave us a review, good, bad, or otherwise, on Apple Podcast, and we'll rock and roll with it. So there we go. Let's see. Anything else, Ryan, before we need to get our guests in here and start talking a little tournament fishing?
I think that's it, man. I think we covered the bases.
All right. Well, we hit our sponsors up. Of course, we just talked about the drawing, ecofishingshop.com, partnering up with Hobie to give this boat away. If you don't win this boat, then just get on ecofishingshop.com and find you one, and they'll drop it right off at your front door. Crystal clean, no forklift marks, hand delivered, no shipping, right to your front door. Western Son Vodka and Pro Guide Lithium also sponsors of the show. We appreciate both of them. And then we normally do the giveaways with our giveaway partners, Revo, Seaguar, Z-Man. But for the next several weeks, we've already said it, we're on that Hobie Links path to give somebody a brand new. Let's switch this screen around, and we'll get our man Azie in here to talk about big fish up in the Northwest.
Kayak Santa, I don't know where you're at, but it is toasty in Tennessee, and it was fire hot in Florida.
What's up, boys?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Another glorious evening.
Yeah. So Azie,
What time is it out there? Like 4?
6:37.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
It's not.
I exaggerated. My bad.
Yeah, that's fine. It got down to a cold, like 45 today. So.
Oh wow. Okay, that actually, I'll take that.
So, man, every time we interview somebody from one of these tournaments, first thing we ask them is, what do you think of the format? So what did you think? Do you like the no limit format? I bet you love it after we get into your story here.
Well, you'll find out in the story. But no, I think it was a great format. I was kind of nervous because I was double dipping. Like, we had our normal standard tournament at the same time, same place. So double dipping, I was nervous that it was going to be more difficult, but Tourney X made it easy. All of our guys, all the guys that run both of them, made it so simple that took all the stress away. Once you got on the water, first cast, it was good to go. I love the format. Well, as you can plainly see with the couple things that I won, it's a real good format.
So had you had a lot of experience up there? Was this kind of a first trip over, or how'd that play out?
Well, it ended up, it was supposed to be on Saturday, of course, and then it got super windy, so they had to postpone it to Sunday, which ruined, like, that's why half the people dropped out. It got crazy, but everybody rallied together, got the numbers up over 100, so payouts stayed at that 1,000 an hour. But no, I've never been up there. They had it up there once before, and I kicked myself in the butt for not going to that one, because a buddy of mine went and told me how great it was. And this one, I just, you set it in your schedule, figure your days off, and then they switched it, so your last minute, you're like, oh, no, I can still work a Sunday. It's Father's Day, but we'll celebrate before I leave, and let's go do it.
If it was Mother's Day, you'd have been out.
Absolutely. Yes. No question about it.
Mother's Day.
Yeah. Mother's Day. You can get out.
I got a lot of kids, and she counts on the other half to be here to help.
Yeah, man. So for those that don't know the story, we'll get straight into it. This every time we interview, or not every time, but a lot of times we've interviewed people that have finished well in these tournaments, we'll have one person that smashes the numbers, and one person that catches that right fish. And this weekend, Azie was that guy. He didn't have great success on the big limit side, but he caught the right one at the right time. Isn't that right, Azie?
I literally caught the right and only one at the right time. Outside of that, I got nothing else.
Yeah. So one fish, he caught one scoring fish. I don't know if you caught any others that didn't measure, but he caught one scoring fish. And tell everybody what you won for that one scoring fish. Then we'll get into the story of how you caught it and what happened there.
Whoo-wee. Give me just a second. Sorry, I set them. Oh,
Get
Here.
us ready.
Oh yeah, we get the checks.
yeah, $250 gift card, $1,000. The RoboHawk gift card, $125. You know, they give you that nice plaque that you just got to figure out a place to mount it. And of course, the little other things that they give you, like a Titan X 12.5. It's crazy. That's what you get to win for one fish.
Not
one
bad
fish
for one
all day.
fish.
Yeah.
That turns the day on its head quick, right? You think you're having a bad day. What time of day did you land that fish? Was it early, late?
6:07.
Oh wow.
Oh dang.
Yes. So all day I
Did
had.
you keep fishing, or were you just like, nah, I'm done?
Well, if you look, if you go off what else I caught, you would think that no, he just went and sat in the truck and was like, I got it.
That's what I would tell everybody if I were you.
But no, I tried where I was, and then I moved to another spot and just paddled, trying to, because of course our other tournament you got to catch 5 to get points, and didn't happen.
And that was a largemouth, and largemouth don't really play that big of a factor up there in the Columbia River, correct?
Actually, if you look at most of the catches, a lot of them were largemouth. There was a decent amount of smallmouth.
Wasn't it Smallies that won it last year, Jeff? Overall, especially, he had just like monster after monster smallmouth, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this year the winner had Smallies, but there was some good. They're pretty too.
Yeah, I was thinking. I thought he had one giant smallmouth, or he lost a giant smallmouth like first thing in the morning. I can't remember all the podcasts, Jeff, but I'm trying really hard.
I know that. So
No,
yeah,
the
it's
guy,
like pick your poison. Are they mixed together, Azie, or is it something you got to kind of say, hey, I'm targeting largemouth here?
There's, I guess, I'm just guessing. I don't live up there, but I was talking to the tackle store they have, and they said there's specific spots that you'll run into the largemouth more. They have little chutes coming off the river, forms a little pond, and that's usually where you'll find the largemouth. But they all have nicknames for the places up there. So we get up there and we're trying to find these places they keep talking about on the map, and we're like, that doesn't exist until you get to the tackle store, and he's like, no, right there, that's what we call that. And you're like,
that's the hog pen right there. You gotta,
yeah,
you should have known that, boy.
What kind of nicknames do they use in the Northwest? I'm sure they differ from these southeastern boys.
Hog pen.
No, it's stuff like the sloughs. That was one. They did have another. I forget them, but yeah, there was only a couple that they'll tell me. The other ones, you know,
Starbucks holler down there.
Yeah. Yeah, we started that one early, so Starbucks would have been a place we could have gone.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. So tell us how you caught it and what you thought was going to happen after. Did you think you were onto something? But tell us about that fish in particular, and then tell us what.
All right,
I'll that had some momentum there.
I'll get into this story. So we get there. They said the winds would be down. They were still blowing pretty good when we got out on the water. It's where I was fishing. The water is 1.5 feet at most of the deep parts. So. And tons of weeds, so it's just getting caught. I have a PA-14, and it's still getting caught in those, enough to where I had to pull it out a couple times, rip the weeds off. But we worked this little pond. I stayed in there as long as I could, try a little bit of everything. Nothing really was paying off. I had another buddy that was in there fishing, well, a couple of them, but one main one that we go a lot of places. And he went a different way than me, and then we met up, and then he's going around, and then I told him I was done with the weeds and everything. I'm about ready to go to find another spot, and I was working my way out, and he's like, on your way out, make sure you hit this last line, this last edge. And of course I did. Started from the corner, worked my way over to a little tree, and there she was on a buzz bait. And yeah, we get to talking. He was gonna go back for that fish, so
Sorry,
I'm
pal.
like, gosh, man, that it sucks. It takes a little bit of the juice out of winning, because you're like, fuck, I knew he would have gone back.
Yeah, it's too bad. Don't leave fish to
But
find
yeah,
fish, player.
buzz bait and like 6 inches of water and 22.5-inch fish. You didn't even think she would be in 6 inches of water.
What were the water temps up there?
Right there was 67. If you went out a little ways, you could get 64.
Not bad, not bad.
And yeah, if you look at her belly, she looks post-spawn to me.
So what is your home water, Ozzy? Where did you come up from? You said you're not up there.
No.
Not from up there?
I'm in Idaho, Nampa, Idaho. So you're talking Lake Lowell is the closest. CJ Strike, everything in Idaho. I'm sure you guys don't know many of these waters up here.
There's some Smalley Lake that's been turning out some giants in Idaho. My elk guide's been trying to get me to come up and fish it with him. I can't remember. Something Shack or something. I can't remember.
Door Shack.
Yeah,
Door
Shack.
Shack.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where our classic will be this year if I can qualify.
Yeah, he's sends me pictures of like 9.5 pound smallmouth up there.
Oh,
So
easily.
apparently,
Yes.
apparently it's loaded.
Yeah, they look like footballs. It's insane.
One
Is
year,
that,
yeah,
that.
if you ever come to this side, it's worth it to go there any time of year. There's never
what part
really
of
an
the
off
state is
season.
So he's in like Salmon. Is that north of Salmon?
I don't know where Salmon is, but it's about mid state. I haven't gone
It's
out
probably not far
too far.
from the. That's about where they're at. They're like 45 minutes from the Montana line, but it's like north of Idaho Falls.
Yeah. They're pretty close. Everything's within a couple hours here.
I like it.
Very good. So after you caught that first one, man, what did you think you had a little juice going? What did you try throughout?
Well,
What did you cycle through the rest of the day trying to make it happen?
Oh, dude, I had two wacky rigs, a weighted and a unweighted. The jig, I caught a couple more smallmouth, but it was at 6, 8, and 10, so none of them measure. And those were all on a jig. But
Wow,
dude,
hungry fellas.
they were. I just couldn't dial in. Not a big smallmouth fisher. I'm trying to learn it, but still haven't got it down yet.
Well, you caught the largemouth that mattered, man. Got that big bass, took home the big check, the Titan 12. What a way to do it. I love that you have that chance. I know you caught yours right off the beginning of the day, but it gives you a reason to fish right up to the end of the day. Even if you're having a terrible day, that one bite can get it, right?
It did, man. You get pumped after you catch something that big. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't stay in that pond anymore because my legs were dying trying to pump through those weeds. So I took off, went to the top part of the Columbia, and I couldn't make it happen up there either.
Yeah, amazing stuff, man.
Yeah,
well, we appreciate you getting on here and sharing the story with it. You can stay on with us, but we've got Mr. Mario Romero in here waiting. We're going to bring him into the overall winner of the Columbia River event. And if you saw the announcement on the show, we got Mr. Henderson who won on Guntersville. He is apparently fit. He was fishing a Monday nighter tonight, and he was going to try to join live from the water. Having a little issue with that, but if he pops in, we'll bring him in as well. What do you think, Ryan?
It's getting dark. You better get off the water.
Yeah.
I got bad news.
Yeah. Mr. Romero, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for having me on here.
Yeah, man.
What's up, man? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jeff had the leaderboard up earlier. Looked like you got in some pretty good smallmouth.
I did, and it's funny because I didn't catch any of those till the very end of the day. I started out in a spot. was fishing some offshore rocks, and was pretty much the last guy there. There wasn't, as far as structure, there wasn't a ton of it, and everyone had kind of picked their spot and were hunkering down there. So I showed up there and I was just trying to squeeze in where I could, and I only caught 3. I think it was like 10:30 when I checked the leaderboard, but I'd only had 3 keepers at that point, and we started at 4:45.
Oh,
Wow.
So it was pretty much a whole day of nothing.
So did you end up catching your fish off the offshore rocks?
Yeah, so I went a little further off river, and I found a offshore hump, and I was actually waiting for someone further upriver to move so I can move into that spot. And I was just like, you know what, I'm here. I'll try fishing this hump real quick. And yeah, first cast, I was reeling it in, and there was like, I don't know, 8 other fish just chasing that one. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is where I'm staying.
Wow.
Yep. And then I think I got a total of 14. So like 11 of those fish came within the last hour.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What did you use to catch them all? Obviously, you're river fishing, so I would assume either probably a jig or some kind of moving bait, spinner bait, or something.
Yeah. So I started out with, well, for smallmouth, I knew I was going to stick with smallmouth. I started out with the Ned rig, started out with a jig, drop shot, and I just wasn't getting anything. The one in the morning, I got it on a finesse swim bait. So I was like, oh, maybe they're keying in on like bait fish or something moving. So I ended up going with a 5-inch depth Sakamata shad on a owner. I think they call it the roller jig head or something like that. But I ended up going with that, and they were hammering it.
So you sat there with a swim bait all day and smashed over. Well, I guess not all day, but
Yeah,
the
last hour. Yeah, I anchored up there, and that was it. It was lights out.
What time was lines out for this thing? So they started so early.
12:45, I think.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So a little after 11. I think it was like 11:15 is when I got to that spot.
What were the temps at 4:45?
That day it was actually kind of chilly. I think it was in the low 50s.
Yeah.
And then the water temp, I think. June. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I brought a sweater.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, complete opposite story of Azie, who caught his big one right off the jump in the morning.
Yeah.
And then couldn't get it going the rest of the day. And here you come with the big burner at the end of the day and get it done. Were you leaderboard checking at all? Did you know where you stood leading up to that rally towards the end?
I think right before they took the leaderboard down, I checked, and I know I was in like the top 20 with just the 3 fish. So I was like, everyone's struggling. So I didn't feel horrible. But then when that leaderboard went off, and I'm like, it's catch up time. I got to see if I can make up some ground. And when I got to that spot and I was catching him, man, I couldn't take pictures fast enough and just chucking him over, just trying to get my line back in that same spot.
You weren't sandbagging on Tourney X. You were sandbagging yourself in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, when I got to the tournament, Marvin's like, man, I just saw all those some middles coming in at the very end. I was like, oh, man, what is going on?
Yeah, judges love that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to judge them all himself.
Yep.
Were all these better fish part of the late rally? Like all these 18s, 17s?
I got 117, I think, in the morning, and then everything else was within the last hour. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. So in the morning, first thing in the morning, I caught, I don't know, maybe 6 between that 10 and 12 inches. And then once I got to that point, that hump, nothing under 14 inches.
Trying to cycle through your fish here. If you guys have any questions for either one of these guys, throw it in the comments. Marvin saying he might have accused you of sandbagging out there. These things look eerily similar. Are these Tennessee strains stock smallmouth up there? Or are these native to the Columbia? Do y'all know?
I don't think they stock them. I
bet Marvin will know.
Yeah,
they look very similar to the Tennessees that I see these folks catch.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Let's see. Any questions for either one of these guys? Put them in the comments. We'd love to see it. Don't forget we're doing the giveaway tonight. Just hit the like and share everywhere you go. and we'll get you entered in the giveaway later with a hashtag. Somebody asked there on YouTube how to get in. Just like and comment, and we'll put a hashtag in there
That
later.
was me.
Oh, that was
It
you?
was me. Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff, you may be onto something. They're not native. Those could actually be Tennessee smallmouth, which are commonly
There you
stocked
go.
out west.
Yeah.
In a lot of
Right
the river
on.
systems and even some of the Texas lakes.
Well, they stock those in 10 Killer in the Illinois River over here close to us, and in Pumpback Lake, Chimney Rock, and they look exactly alike. And I know smallmouth in different regions, like the little ones we have in Beaver Lake and in the Ozark rivers, they have a specific look to them, kind of that olive color, not those tiger stripe markings, dark green. But anyway, hey, whatever. Maybe I was right this time, Ryan.
I hope you were. I'm gonna mark this down in history. Azie also wants you to say his last name.
No way in hell I'm saying his last name.
Come on.
He said, "What are the chances he gets my last name right?" I was like, 0. He's gonna butcher that.
Ozzy Oreo.
No.
No.
Oh boy.
I was just hoping to have another Kayvon moment.
Trying to avoid that at all costs, man. Now, how do you say it for real? Ario?
Riorowitz.
What? How the hell would I know that? It says REO on your profile.
Oh yeah, on Facebook, because I didn't put my whole last name.
I could have got Riorowitz, man.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You did too.
Yeah,
Wow.
You could. Yeah, you could. Write it down for him. Send it to him in phonics.
Yeah, Papa Whiskey on YouTube said, "Is it cable?" That'll live forever, I think.
It will.
Probably will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably will.
So, Ozzy mentioned that he has watched the show in the past, so he was waiting. He was lining me up for this name thing.
Yeah, he dropped the Kayvon reference earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, Mario, we asked Ozzy earlier, what do you think of this format? Have you fished it before? What do you think of it for a change up from your typical 5 fish?
Yeah, this is my 4th native event. So I've done 3 here on the Columbia. And there's 2 on the Columbia, 1 in Washington, and then I went to the California one earlier this year. And I honestly love it. It's a lot of fun. I mean, if you're struggling to catch big fish, then you just focus on catching a lot of fish. So there's tons of different ways to actually win or won. Yeah. I mean, there's tons of different ways to win. So this format is a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I hate that I missed that one on Guntersville. Obviously, we've been in Florida for the last week, so I didn't have too much of a choice on that deal, but I would have liked to have fished it. I was hoping, hopefully still we can get Mr. Henderson on here to talk about that, but this time of year it is hot and sticky on Guntersville, so I figured that would not be a whole lot of fun for people weather-wise once that sun got up. It was not very forgiving.
I'd like to take a crack at Derek's name, Ryan.
He's told you how to say it before, hasn't he?
I don't know, but it's quite obviously Wide Bush.
I'm pretty confident that's exactly what you said. Boy, we hadn't been canceled since last week, Jeff.
No. Shout out to the YouTubers that's trying to cancel us. We love y'all.
Yeah, some lady was apparently very offended that I told the story of a larger framed lady in a G-string at our Disney resort with like 4 volleyball team, like 13-year-old kids out there. I'm not body shaming anyone. I don't care what shape your body is. I don't want to see the lower end of your GI tract at the pool with my kids ever. So let me be completely clear on that. It does not matter to me. Keep that covered up, man. Come on. We're down here at Disney and
yeah.
Quite literally a family show down there.
Bro.
Yeah.
Man,
Ooh, rough.
Life goals.
Yeah, tough crowd out here.
Let Lambert
Derek said exactly what you said last time. I can say whiskey. Don't worry, pal. I got you there. Me and whiskey go way back.
Too far back.
Yeah.
They say. So they say. So did both of you double dipped up there? Double dip the events that were going on? I know there was another event, a local club going on. Did both of you do that? How did your 5 fish tournaments go? I know Azie, no offense, we know how that went for you.
Yep.
but how did your 5 fish limit go for you, Mario?
I actually didn't do too bad. I think I got 88 1/4. and I placed 5th overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only got the Big Bass Award for that one too. So
Yeah.
But hey, look,
Also,
how much was that?
also the
How much
it was
was that?
1,100. It looks like 19, but it's only 1,100.
Big
$1,100
fish Ozzy
for
out here.
dang Ozzy.
Yeah,
Forget the limits. Just get them big bass. That's
Yeah,
what Ryan
he's
was on
got a-
last
he's
year. He
got
was
a
on them
type.
big bass.
that's what I'm saying. You just one fish, just big baits, one fish, little baits, one fish, whatever.
Yeah, Ryan should have introduced you to the lady from Disney World. He'd been
Stop it, Jeff. Unfortunately, I'm afraid we've lost a listener.
yeah. Just so whoever that is, we still love you. We don't
I'm
want
gonna
you to
miss you,
leave.
girl.
Hang around. We still love you. It's all in good fun here. I get made fun of more than anybody on here probably, so it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Fact.
Yeah. The best part of Disney is people watching. Jamie Goggins says I can see that. It's like going to a giant Walmart. Yeah,
It'd be a nice place if there weren't all those
Facts.
people there.
for sure.
I'm not a big
True.
I'm not a big crowd person. I don't really like people running into you all day
same.
sweating. Ugh. That's why I kayak
So-
fish.
Yeah, I hear that. So you're from Oregon, is that right? Or it says it on your Tourney X profile, Mario. Are you familiar with that body of water up there, man?
I mean, I'm from Oregon, but from like, more Portland, so it's about, I don't know, 4-hour drive for me.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I don't really fish it too often. I think this is probably my 3rd time there, 3rd or 4th time on that section. So
Do you fish mostly saltwater or freshwater, being in the Portland area?
freshwater, yeah. Yeah.
Steelhead.
A lot of the guys here love going out into the ocean, but I don't know. I don't mess with the ocean. I stay rivers and lakes.
Rivers
especially
and
in a
lakes like I
kayak.
used to. I love it.
Mario, did you get to pre-fish at all?
I did. I fished Friday till about 10:30, 11, and it just got windy, and I wasn't having any luck. I was up on the upper Columbia by Kennewick.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't having any luck, and I was just like, you know what, this is not the spot. I'm done.
So it was a complete guess when you got on for tourney day.
Yeah, I'd actually gone to that area, to that Hat Rock area, the week prior.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of was familiar with that section. It's my first time there, so I was like, Since I didn't do too good in practice, I was like, at Plan B, Hat Rock did okay. I caught a couple fish there. I'll just go back to that spot.
That paid off.
So you were
Are
just
you
throwing
coming to
in the
Clear
towel,
Lake?
man.
Are
Yeah.
you coming to Clear Lake next weekend?
Ooh, I am not going to Clear Lake. I wish.
neither.
Yeah, David, he's out on Clear Lake.
I'm out
Yeah.
too. That was way too soon.
It does get old
Yeah,
when
same.
when you just get a suitcase
It's just
unpacked and you got to wash your clothes.
A
and
lot
get
of
out again.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there are rumors of some
Plus, Clear Lake wasn't all that great to me last time I was there for the native event.
Yeah. There's some rumors of some national level events coming back out west. It seems like with these native events, some of the Bass Nation stuff that's going on out west, the West Coast in general, or the west part of the United States, not the coast, has really stepped up this last year with attendance at these things. So do you think that trend continues? Let's say if a Bassmaster or a Hobie BOS comes back out, do you think we could expect to see big entries out there, big fields?
Well, if the native speaks for it, you could see who gets more attendance at these.
Yeah.
No. If you saw Clear Lake, the native one got huge numbers also. I think there's a lot of people out here ready to fish.
Yeah.
Just got to get some tournaments.
I think the drought out there, and I don't mean rainfall, but I mean national tournaments coming out there. I think they kind of opened people's eyes a lot more. Like, all right, we probably need to participate when this stuff comes through, because that's what makes these companies want to invest the money in hosting an event out there. So I think it'll be a good attendance. I think they're ready to get a big series back out there, and I think it'll be well received, hopefully.
Oh, I think so too. Someone's just got to take the gamble, and
Yeah.
it's going to pay off. I'm sure of it. I know in Idaho we have a lot of, oh my gosh, it seems like 2 tournaments every weekend going on at all these big reservoirs around here. So I know there's a lot of boats, and everybody's willing to travel and go if they get a chance for bigger money. They just don't want to go all the way across country.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
No,
think
it's
what you're seeing is if as your numbers grow, you'll get more people from the central U.S. and east willing to make that trip or fly out there. If you know, they're not going to fly out there to fish against 50 guys, but if they're seeing 100, 150, 200 anglers, they're going to come out because you might come home with a bag, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely. There's a ton of lakes over here with giant fish, so I think they'll be surprised if they haven't already been out here.
Yeah, and Mario, you're about to say something, sir. I'll cut you off. Sorry, buddy.
Oh no, you're fine. I was gonna say I think the last two that we've done here kind of struggled to hit 100 on the native events, and then this year I think we hit 107, and that was with them, you know, switching it from Saturday to Sunday because of the weather. So I'm sure we would have had over 125.
Yeah, that was big. Because a lot of times you'll see it take a nosedive and not recover when they have to make a move like that. So that's big.
Yep. Yeah.
Trill Phil. I don't know if I've seen Trill Phil in the chat before, Ryan.
I haven't either, but Trill Phil's from Texas, so you gotta like him.
There we
His
go.
last name's not Allen, so you gotta like him.
Could be one of them. It could be a burner.
It
Could be a burner. Yeah.
That could be the People's Champs burner account.
Yeah, numbers been down all over. Tim DeSmith says. True that. Let's got a few questions start up here. Chris Johnson on Facebook. If you guys could fish any lake in the nation, which one would you choose and why? We'll go with Azie first. What do you think, Azie?
I'm still keeping it local to the West Coast. I haven't got the luxury of fishing Clear Lake, and I would love a shot at that. So I'm hoping next year, if they have something rolling through there, I can make it to those. The land of the giants, man.
You got to qualify for the West Coast Championship. It's at Clear Lake this year.
We did. I did that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the luxuries too. But I don't know if I'll make it. That one's up in the water, but if I can, dream come true, pretty easy.
There you go.
Mario, what about you? If you could go anywhere in the country, where would you head to?
I don't know. Honestly, a lake in Florida or Texas. So I just want to get over a 10-pound or bigger. That's what I want to hit.
Both, brother.
Yeah.
Don't go to OHIV in February. Pro tip. Just take that money and light it on fire.
Yeah.
Papa Whiskey says Lake Fork in Texas for him or the California Delta to fish with his brother. There you go, Papa Whiskey. That's two good goals right there. Caddo?
I think Fork is probably on a lot of people's list. There's a Caddo comment. You love Caddo. I can't wait to get down there this fall. I think that's going to be a really fun tournament as well.
Yeah, we got a fair amount of people watching. Throw it in the comments. We want to see where you would go if you could pick someplace. Chris Johnson said if you ever come to Florida, hit him up. He'd love to join.
Awesome.
There you go. You got you a built-in guide. Larry Hill, nice.
Brownwood. Get out of here, Larry. I'll be down on Louisville next month, not to fish, but for fun. And I literally, when I looked up the address to this birthday party, I saw it was right on Lake Louisville and couldn't help but think of Old Cliff.
Old Cliff, recommending the Louisville. Any place you still got on the list, Ryan? Any bucket list place you had? You've been to a lot of places.
I do. That lake we talked about in Idaho, Doorshack, I really do want to go fish that place.
Yeah.
I would like to go to Minnesota and hop around on some of those more kind of isolated, big, smally lakes. About to check St. Clair off the list. I don't know, man. Maybe like the St. Lawrence or something. I like to get up there and poke around just to say I've seen it, I guess.
Yeah. That's good stuff. You know, I've still never been to the Susquehanna. I need to make that trip at someday.
Hey, you should make it in July. Want to do that?
Well, I've already got stuff happening in July, my man.
It's my birthday. Come on, Jeff.
Yeah, it's Ashley Kay's birthday too. I gotta take care of her.
Man. We'll have a group KBN birthday party.
That'd be our last birthday together if I took her to a fishing thing.
Dang. All right. Don't do
this.
that.
This is a big one, dude. This is a milestone birthday. I gotta do it right.
That ain't word. Don't say what it is, or that'll be the last one too.
That's right. It's an anniversary of the 29th is what it is. 29th birthday.
There you go. I see that red dot on your head. You better stick and move, baby.
Shock. No, Tyler talking about nobody saying Nebraska, maybe cornhole instead of fishing.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was lakes in Nebraska, brother. So
I will tell you, I was a big fan of Lake Wanahoo, but I heard it's kind of gone to crap up in Nebraska. Big fan.
Okay. Is it better or worse than Dardanelle?
It's way better. It was like a little mini Lake Fork. It was cool. It was very strange. Look it up on Google Maps if you ever want to see something strange from an aerial shot. It's a man-made lake, and the way they put it together, it's really weird looking from the sky. It's a cool little lake up there, west of Omaha, where the Vols are about to win the national championship.
Hey, they getting it, aren't they?
Yeah.
The boys got them sticks out. I like it.
Yep. Papa talking about the Minnesota lakes would be fun. There's so many places you could go, literally all across the nation. It's insane. There's so many good lakes.
I think Traverse Bay. I think is that in Michigan. I think we filmed a Plano commercial up there with KVD. It's got really blue water. Looks like the Caribbean almost.
Crazy.
Dude, it was nuts. We were flying in. I was looking down on it, and the water, I don't know what it is that's in the water, but it's just this bright, super bright blue. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. They wouldn't even let us fish. They had a guide that would bring the fish back and forth and put them on your hook, me and Rich Offner, and I was like, what is this crap, man? I got all excited, think I was flying up here to fish. Nah. They got me.
Ethan's confirming you that you were right. He said also Torch Lake. Never heard of that one.
Yeah, Torch Lake. I think that's off Traverse Bay, correct? Something like that. I don't know my Michigan anatomy, the mitten, the thumb, all this stuff. I don't know. I don't know how y'all do it up there. Kayvon said he's on that GBO, Jeff.
You know, when the Razorbacks are struggling, I'm go Vols all the way.
I love it.
Yeah. Hashtag go Vols.
Oh, Ethan. All right. I'm heading back to Michigan.
Wow.
Talk me into it, brother.
Wow. Yeah, that's wild. So tell us about, I know Idaho, Oregon here. Tell us about your local clubs, man. What's the local scene like up where you're at? Growing clubs, big clubs? What do you have going up there? Let's start with Mario.
So I do the Oregon club. It's all part of the KFNW, so Oregon, Washington, Idaho. I think because I started getting into about 4 years ago. And honestly, there's probably like 30, 40 guys at each tournament within the local club. And I mean, we got numbers now. There's well over 50 some of these tournaments. So it's cool. Yeah, we go all around. Sometimes it feels like we're driving like 8 hours and we're still in Oregon trying to get to a lake, but it's been good. Tournament director Marvin, he's a great tournament director. It's organized, yeah. It's good.
It's funny how that works. People don't think of the Northwest or the West as, you know, prime fishing lands, but there's a lot of anglers out there in the Northwest and on the West Coast, especially California. We've talked about that 100 times on here, but
yeah.
You know, Ryan Senior talking about his bucket list lake is in Idaho. You know, you don't think of that when first thing you think about catching giant smallmouth or giant fish in general. So,
yeah.
Ozzy, what's your local scene like out there, man, in Idaho?
Oh, well, nah, you don't want to come over here and fish. It's no.
Do people buy baits from you, or what's happening behind you there?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm a tackle collector that likes to fish occasionally, so that's just the extra. I don't ever want to run out, so you just stock up.
I feel you. I keep all mine jumbled up in cardboard boxes in the garage. That way I don't know where anything is.
But no, Idaho fishing we're about the same, about 40 people, give or take 5. It goes up and down. But all of our lakes that we get to fish are within 2 hours. So it's usually peaceful little drive, go have some fun, drive home, you're not dead. It's really great fishing, man. The directors pick some prime lakes around here to fish. They've been doing it for a while, so it's fun. Learning experience for me. This is second year trying to participate.
Is it mostly like mountain lakes, or is it any like dammed up kind of watershed type stuff up there?
It's both. It's a mix. There's most of it is connected to the Snake since I've been doing it, the Snake River. So like Brownlee, CJ Strike, Salmon Falls. Those are all same waterway, so mostly smallmouth, but you can find an occasional largemouth. They're good size. You're the better fisherman than I can catch 18, 19s, 20s. So it's really fun, really good.
Very cool, man. I know Idaho's on the bucket list for a lot of people in general, not just fishing. I mean, I know Ryan's out there trying to.
I love it out there, man.
Yeah, you go out there for the. Do you go out to Idaho for the elk hunts? Is that where you go?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's beautiful. There's, it's still kind of the real Wild West out there. They're running cattle up and down the road all the time. Like it's a lot of fun. It makes you feel like you're alive.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Any more questions for either one of these fellas? Drop them in the comments. We'll get to them. Mr. Widebush said, that sounds nice. He's driving 6 hours this weekend to Toledo Bend. And yeah, that Texas it'd be like that, man. It's like its own country. one into the other. Tennessee's like that too, though. If you're over in Memphis trying to get over to the other side, that's a long way.
Drive from Johnson City to Memphis. It's about 9.5 hours. It's terrible.
Yeah. Wow. That's a long way, man.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, I don't prefer driving anywhere near Memphis anyway.
Yeah, I did it once. That was some traffic. That's crazy out there, man.
The crime, it's not when you're moving down the interstate. It's when you stop at anywhere that you really begin to appreciate Memphis.
We had somebody ask this question, Ryan. Where is the next native event?
Marvin will probably be able to tell us, I bet.
I don't know if there's any I don't know if there's any not posted on Tourney X, but on Tourney X, looks like this fall we got the Susk and then down on Lake Fort. A couple of bucket list type fisheries. There we go.
We're getting a lot of Memphis feedback. If you've ever driven through Memphis, I hope you kept going.
Crime and potholes, amen. I stopped at the Bass Pro there once and heard gunshots. I didn't know what was going on.
The Bass Pro is so awesome, though. Golly, yeah. They've got a Ducks Unlimited museum. I spent like an hour and a half just like reading all the like old stuff from the like 1850s and stuff. I was like, man, that's cool. The only thing we're seeing in Memphis.
Yeah. I see.
Oh man,
Lord have mercy. Oh, wow. I see this question you start up, Ryan.
I did. Trill Phil's back in there.
Trill Phil 318. I wonder if it's got to be his area code or something. Trill Phil 318. What's your go-to lure that you'll throw no matter what the condition?
Spinnerbait.
I got to go with the trusty wacky.
The whack. All right.
The whack. I hate it, but always works in a pinch.
It works.
Weighted or unweighted?
Unweighted.
All right.
Yeah.
Jig for Chris Johnson. Throw your stuff in the comments. We want to hear yours, no matter what you're throwing. We want to see it. Trill Phil asked. He's taking notes.
Did you two already answer the question, or is it just us?
A chatterbait.
Should have figured you and a chatterbait.
Chatterbait, baby.
Yeah, if it's me, I'm just throwing around a Texas rig. That's it. Just throwing around a Texas rig crawl of some sort.
Right on.
When in doubt, a black trickworm. There you go. Jackhammer for top shelf. A lot of jackhammers in the comments. The need rig. I've heard of that one yet.
Yeah, when you need another fish, you're throwing that baby. I like that.
Throwing that need rig. I dig it.
What's next, man? The old need rig.
What's next on the lure? This summer's iCast, of course. It's always a fun time with the memes and such. But can they reinvent? What's next? They keep reinventing the wheel with a lot of this stuff, ripping each other off. I mean, there's only so many things you can do. You would think.
Yeah.
What's coming next?
Berkeley's got a lot of people fishing for them, man. I think they can still keep ripping some stuff off.
Yeah. Get some AI lures out there.
Dude, I saw today on TikTok, of course, because where else are you just going to see random stuff? But they had bought some of those river to sea, those double plopper, they were like a buzz bait kind of double plopper. They cut the wire off and fed braid through the little plopper thing and then put like a Texas rig style crawl behind it. And he was fishing it through like heavy cover, and it actually didn't look too bad. I was like, man,
That's crazy.
that may be the next move is just start taking other baits apart and making like
Make
a
your own
deep
stuff.
diving- Yeah, deep diving whopper plopper or something.
deep Carolina rig plopper. That was always the troll
Carolina,
that people would
yeah.
say.
Yep.
I was trying to find. I went to TikTok immediately, Ryan, to try to find it, but I can't find it. There's too many. Too many videos.
Forward-facing sonar in the bait.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked.
There we
man.
go.
Yeah.
Could
Actually,
be.
Papa, I think I've already seen it. Don't they have some baits with cameras in them and stuff?
There are some baits coming down the pipe that I read about that are actual smart baits, if you will.
Man, you're gonna be able to just throw it out and tell AI to go find you a fish.
Go
Be
get
like,
me
"Give
the
a
biggest one in
6-pounder."
the lake. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Go out and inject them with a tranquilizer, and boom, there
That's
you go.
what
You
I was
got
gonna
your-
say. I want a bait that'll get down there and dart that fish. I'll just net it.
Yeah, bait. That's right. Remote control bait underwater. They already got the remote controlled drones underwater. Papa Whiskey. So baits could be next, man.
I swear I've
crazy.
seen like a remote control, like a big, like almost like a glide bait or something that had cameras in it. If not, I'm making it. I'm making it tonight. as soon
I'm
as we get
making
off here.
it.
We'll go
Get
carve it up.
Lodge.
Yeah, go put it in the patent.
Yeah. Yep. I won't even remember what I said. I'll be like swimming, remote bait camera, catcher, dart.
Derek talking about seeing these offshore guys filming the fish bite. I've seen a bunch of TikTok vids of guys dropping their 360 cams down with a weight, above the hook, and watching some cool stuff like that. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Drop
Risky.
shot with a GoPro.
Yeah, that's risky.
Yes.
That's risky. Rob Stevens with the Nico. All right, Nico. It's a popular bait these days.
Yeah.
The going gets tough.
Here, I just want you to say this last name since a comment didn't pop up.
Riorowitz.
You're actually, I would
God
say,
dang
maybe
it.
close on that one.
No, that's really good.
I'm from Ohio. Man. From Ohio, man. We got a lot of names like that up there.
Okay.
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 A lot of Greek names up in Ohio.
That's not what that is.
Nope, it's Polish.
That's what
Polish?
I was going to say. That don't sound Greek to me. Cuz.
I'm just saying the Greek names are complicated, is what I'm saying. Got a lot of Stephanopoulos type names up there. The Go Shot. I don't know what that is.
Whoa. Oh, he's
Oh.
naming my bait idea, Jeff, that I'm
He
also
is.
going to put a patent in on.
Yep.
Yeah.
The old patent
Oh.
office is going to be backed up in the morning, baby. I'm feeling creative.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find a new host. He's gonna retire from these ideas.
Jeff
That's
will
all right,
never
man.
have to find a new host. Bury me on this show. Probably literally.
Yeah. We'll do this show for my funeral, and Ryan will bring Jordan on to guest host. That's what we'll do.
Man, shut up, Jeff. You're going to live forever.
Oh man. Well, gentlemen, we want to keep you much longer, man. We're gonna let you get out of here and do this links drawing tonight. Probably gonna try to watch the Mavs not get blown out of this Celtics game here a little bit. But congrats to both of you on your wins. Thanks to both of you for watching the show in the past. I know both of you mentioned that you've seen the show in the past. We appreciate everybody out west that takes the time to watch it a little early or listen to it at least. We appreciate y'all. Congrats on those wins, respectively.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me
down the road.
Yeah, man. All right. Azie, Mario, we'll let you slide out of here and do this giveaway, man. Great guys. How about that?
Yeah. West Coast showing up. Glad to see it.
So we're going to get the links drawing tonight. We'll give you another chance to like, share, comment, repost, all that stuff, and then we'll get the drawing going. Let me get this pulled up. The hashtag tonight, as you can imagine, is links. We're giving away links.
I like it. That's original. That's great. Can you throw up that flyer for that Real Heroes tournament, please, sir?
Yes, sir. If I can find it. There it is, right there.
So our friend John House reached out. We've talked about this tournament on here before. It's a benefit tournament to benefit veterans in need. It's on Lake Norman, Saturday, July 13th. Entry fee is $40, and the tournament runs from 6:30 a.m. to 3:01 p.m., followed by a live weigh-in at 4:30. The first place winner will receive a brand new Native Falcon 11 kayak. There's also prize packs for the first 120 participants. Every angler has a chance to win a donated kayak also at the live weigh-in.
So, there you go. There you go.
And you can just sign up. If you can't fish, you can sign up. You get entered to win. You get a $200 goodie bag for the first 120 folks. So get signed up for that. It's a great cause. Help support our friends and a great charity.
There we go. And if you're watching this now live on your computer or something, you can just scan one of those deals to register, it looks like, or scan to donate.
Yep.
And then john.house@allentate.com. If you're listening to this later and want to give him a call and get more information, john.house@allentate.com. You can get a hold of him and do that there, or just look up this tournament.
And I hear there's some pretty nice Wiley X sunglasses in there too. So
All right.
let me throw that in. That's a big sponsor that stepped up for him and gave him some good glasses to throw in the prize pack.
Good stuff, man. Anything to support the vets. We love it.
Yep. I
We
love it.
love
Love
it.
seeing charities for a good cause. Anytime you guys have an event, something like that, feel free to reach out. We're glad to help promote that.
Yeah, Kevin, there should be more of that type of event. Amen, brother. We like that. We like supporting the vets. For those that don't know, in the real world, I am a vet myself. I work for the VA. We're trying to make the VA a better place for the vets. So anything like that's a great mission. All right, let's hit this drawing, man.
I try to sell the VA equipment.
Yeah,
for very
Ryan's
cheap.
profiteering on the VA. That's what he's doing over there.
Yep, I'm trying to help as well.
Somebody's got to. We want them to have the best equipment. That's what we want.
That's right. That's exactly right.
All right, let's hit this giveaway. 3 drawings, 3 names tonight. Before I do that, let me get the spreadsheet up so I don't accidentally give this to the same person again. Double dip them, Ryan.
Uh-oh.
You never know what I might do out there.
Hey, you wild, man. I see you dipping out there everywhere.
All right, here we go. Drawing number 1, or name number 1 for the night.
Christine has also said that we have to change the name of Octahole, Jeff. I said that will never change.
Nope.
That will be Octahole forever.
Tyler just won something. Oh, he won. He was drawn last week. You can't win again, dude. We're drawing some.
Sorry,
else.
Tyler. You
Sorry.
can't double up on your entries, but we
appreciate you
your
watching, though.
steadfastness.
Kyle.
Oh man, Diggs! I can't believe you got slow rolled. Diggs is always in the comments, man.
He's got
see
2
if
more
we get you
shots,
on another
man.
roll here.
He's got 2 more shots.
Jacob Ruff.
Tyler tried to finesse us. He's laughing in the
Jacob
comments.
Ruff said, "Suck it, Tyler." Oh man,
Matt Frentress.
Frentress. He
That's a
is
good dude.
also a avid KBN follower. We appreciate that, pal. So you are now entered to win a Lynx.
There we go. 1 more. Could it be Diggs? Could it be Jacob
Could it
Ruff?
be? Have we seen? We haven't seen a comeback, have we?
Trill Phil. His name
Oh,
got
Trill
rolled
Phil.
by. Trevor Wagner. There you go, Trevor.
I
Trevor
think
with a
that
new
was
yard.
Mean Gene that just got slow rolled. Mean Gene will come down there and take that entry. He don't play.
All right. There we go, guys. Appreciate y'all. We got 3 more names in the pot now, up to 6 names. We'll draw 3 more next week, and that'll be the field from the live stream, and then we'll draw it the next week. So,
Yep.
Good
Diggs,
stuff.
we always appreciate you tuning in, man. Sorry to see you get shot down like that.
always slow rolling. That's right, Gene.
Oh man. Well, let's go watch some basketball tonight. How about that?
Amen. Thanks, everybody. Fun show.
See y'all.